What's up, guys? How was your weekend? Let's get into this 90-day fiance to tell all. Y'all know we're not going to tarry. We're going to jump right in it. This is Vonnie and Ruby Reacts, guys. Welcome back.
Yes.
Guys,
Part one.
Part one. So, nothing really happens backstage. We're going to jump into Shekinah and Sarpa, guys. They didn't even sleep at the same hotel last night. Sarpa says Shekinah kicked him out 1 month after being married. That the marriage is worse. It's horrible since they got married.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think nothing changed at all. That was y'all relationship. Nothing changed. What are they talking about? Things changed.
They just highlighting it, I guess, based off of we married now. I don't know. But no, nothing changed to me. That's what they've been doing, going back and forth.
So Shekinah's complaining that she still has an engagement ring. She didn't get a wedding ring, and they didn't go on a honeymoon yet. I think Sarp about to dip.
Yeah.
I don't know if he like America, but if he don't, that would make it. Unless it's his paperwork, because he has residency now, and he might as well just go through with it. But it seemed like he ready to go back home.
Right, I agree.
And he don't have nothing to work with because Shekinah is just like argumentative, and I feel like she don't compromise. He's trying to talk to her, but everything has to always be his fault. We see her friend comes on stage, who I think she's sleeping with, because where did he spend the night at if you Sarpa and you had separate rooms?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to act like they just seeing each other in 4 months.
Right.
Shekinah let this man get on stage and admit that he's trying to take her on dates, and she's different since she's with Sarpa because of it. She's trying to explain to him she's a married woman. She can't just be going on lunch dates with him. He's like, why? What's wrong with friends? Now, Mark's like, you trying to pursue this woman, but you calling it something else. Other men chime in. Greg say, yeah, man, you being disrespectful. You causing a problem. So you dated before with this woman, and you up here saying you done more than just make out and you want to expose her. Like he want to tell.
Right.
And he's trying to get under Sarpa's skin. But she don't tell him nothing. Soon as he starts taking jabs at Shekinah, saying, you done lost weight, you don't look like yourself, you done lost a little too much. So Sarpa say, how about I take jabs at you and your belly getting big? Shekinah, be nice to him. Sarpa asks her a genuine question. Why are you telling me to be nice to him and you're not saying anything to him? There she goes arguing with him. Mm-hmm. If she doing things like that, I'm inclined to believe she wrong in every argument. He is defending you. She said, yeah, but he's not name calling you. He's name calling his wife, who you want to be defended, right? But it's like she only want to be defended if it's a girl coming at her. If it's a woman coming at her, she's like, you didn't take up for me. But when it's him, it's don't say anything. Mm-hmm. I think he's still giving her money. What do y'all think?
Oh, yes. It's something.
I think this guy's still giving her money. She don't want to upset him. She's playing nice.
Mm-hmm.
She's
like
still
you don't want
accepting money.
To say nothing about him. You know, that's crazy.
She want to look more natural looking. So she had more surgery, guys. And she's saying she feel like she looked more natural. Sarpa looked like he did not want this, but she did it anyways.
I agree.
That's what they do, y'all. When they get their money, they run straight to the surgeon. Now, in my mind, I'm starting to think, are they saying they'll get booked for more gigs if they keep on making them stuff aesthetically pleasing? Or is this just something they're doing? Because when you get around other women and you start to get into this industry, you start to look at, they a little filler here, a little bit there, a little Botox, a little surgery here. You start to try to want to look like your environment. There's no more natural looking girls hanging around. Right. Like, let's say you work at Walmart or something, or you go to that grocery store every day. You see these people in your regular every day. But let's say your co-workers are all like, they all BBL down, filler down, cosmetic this, cosmetic that. You gonna think your little regular lipstick and crinkle. You might have one Velcro line and be like, oh my, I gotta go get it.
I mean, you may be that girl like, I'm not into that shit. I ain't about to do that to my body. I don't care. You might be that chick that's like, oh, now I'm going to do what they're doing, a little this, a little that, and it will turn into something. Or it may just stay a little this, a little that. You know, it just depends on the chick.
Man, if all the guys were in the room and they all had enhancements, and you was the only dude that came in, you had a regular lineup, how many days would it be when you come in the next time? Like, let's say it's your employer, so the next paycheck, what, you got an enhancement?
See,
like, I'm not going in like that. I don't know.
It depends. It depends on the person.
Some environments aren't healthy then.
It's not. It's not.
So Sarpa and Shekinah end up going backstage when they take a break. They arguing in the break room. It's a lot. She's getting into it. She got a personal beef with Amani. Her and Amani got beef. I'm going to say Shekinah may be right on this one. If you're going to message me and say, girl, I'm going to just tell you sorry, heads up for when we get at the location, because I'm going to be talking shit on you.
Just to tell them.
But I mean, they ain't nice for letting you know, but we not about to be playing friends.
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was catty. Nothing really much with Sarpa and Shekinah. I don't believe they're going to make it. I just don't. They look over right now. That was a pretty much Sarpa and Shekinah, guys. Yes. Mark and Mina. They don't say much about Mark and Mina on this episode. They did move to Boston. And Mina's happy to be in the city. So they're still in Massachusetts, but they moved to the city. So that was a good compromise.
Yes.
But then, girl, you left their house out there in the country?
Yes. Yes.
Man. No way.
Now this is their new beginning. Not her coming into something that was already up in there, created in there, you know, with the ex and the children and all that.
That wasn't her issue, though. Her issue was just, she was away from everything in the country. She was bored. There was no activity. She was going to have to just crochet and sew all day. And I'm just like, girl, okay.
It's working out.
Moving on to the next couple. We got Joan and Greg. Now, Joan and Greg are still living at his mother's house. And they get Big Ed to come out and get on him about it. Calling him cold. But Greg took it like a G. And he didn't get in his feelings and argue back with Big Ed. I don't know why Big Ed needs to be there. Some people, they really want to see bad. Him, Veronica, and Danielle, I don't know why they're here. Giving advice on anything. So Big Ed needed to come. I don't think he boosts ratings, and not even by 1%. Okay, he had a good moment with Lucille, his mom, flirting and playing back and forth between each other.
It was cute.
He probably gave him a little 5%. But Greg and Joan still stay at home with Miss Lucille. They brought up the scene where Joan wanted Miss Lucille to stay gone out of the house a little while. And she kind of called her out on it and said, how dare you? You got the nerve to tell this lady to leave her house. And she said, listen, she was there too long. She need to go find something to do. And she said, no, you need to, this is her house. Greg like, oh man, it's about to go left. And then you want to talk about, you're going to have a baby in her house and bring a child in her house? Joan said, we're not using protection because we married. Why should we? Greg said, well, look, the culture don't believe in it. She said, we're not using it. Our culture believe in it, but we ain't using it. She said, from woman to woman, you ought to be able to have respect for her. She said, you going to tell me when I'm going to have a baby? She said, no, but Miss Lucille will. Joan said, calm down, girl, calm down. And she kind of said, girl, you don't want to look rattled? So they having words. Oh, man. I don't know if they made Joan appear to be this way, but they like Greg. They like Greg, man. Look, you could at least rent an apartment for the time being. Get some privacy, man. You wrong. Big Ed like give him 90 days, Joan, and then dip on him. She said, all right.
It's not fair to his mom, and it's not fair to his old lady. So,
right.
Y'all need to get your own place.
I mean, he not making sense. Like, bro, you know how long it's gonna be for you to for you to get a home. I mean, if you talking buying cash, you depending on what you doing, you may be there another 20 years. You might have to mortgage it, finance it like everybody else.
Yeah, you need to put down on it.
If not, you're gonna have to rent an apartment, and yes, you are wasting money. All kind of bad things happen in the process. While it's like you never really get there doing it that way unless you got a real good system set up, you know. But Jones is gonna come in on it, and y'all gonna save, and over time y'all gonna have enough. But probably from your apartment, they're right about that part. They was right. But Greg, like a champ, they having a good relationship. Everything's working out. He's thinking about moving to Uganda in a couple of years, but I don't know. Right now, they stay at his mom's house. I wonder what he's gonna do. Maybe in a couple of months they're gonna move out.
I think so.
She said by the time she get pregnant, she gonna be moved out of the house. But is she being disrespectful?
No, I don't. Yeah, think so.
I guess they married. They allowed to have sex. That's not what her issue is. Y'all tell me. It looked like something going on between Miss Lucille and Joan. I always said that it's something like they're asking Miss Lucille, will she even go to Uganda? And she said the flight's so long, just no. She don't see herself going there. And when they asked her about visiting her grandchildren, she was like, she changed the subject instead and stated instead of trying to focus on being a grandparent and raising children, she wanted to focus on getting her life back, like in a relationship. Now I thought her and Greg's dad was still married. I thought he lived in the house. No. Are they in the house separate, like old school style?
I don't think so.
That's weird.
I don't think so. I think she just stays there. She's maintaining. She lives there by herself, her and her son, and Joan. And no, I don't think that his dad lived there anymore.
She was like, go ask your father or your dad something, like he was in the house. I mean, but hey, who knows? Maybe she don't want to, it's some racial thing that came about. Like maybe she don't want to raise no interracial grandchildren. And there's something to that. Or maybe something was said between her and Joan interracially. It was offensive. And she really want to get out, but she's not going to expose her. It seems like there's an agreement to not disrespect each other and bring up their problems on TV, which I respect. But it seemed like something going on and they're trying to get away from each other. And Greg knows and accepts that his mother's not going to be in their life in that way. I don't know if Joan wants this, but Joan can't be having a racial issue with the situation. So maybe it's Miss Lucille and her peers in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And y'all tell me what y'all think.
Joan picks it up.
You think so? Like when she came, I got that vibe to the house. But hey, they making it look good on TV. Moving along, guys, to the next couple. Stevi and Mahdi. Nothing much. Basically, they bring Saeed out, and he's still going on about after a year, what is he doing? You holding him back, he can come live in LA with me. And then in a couple of months, he could send for you or something like that. And I don't know if he want this man or what. I'm trying to be open-minded about it because I thought, he made up and apologized for how he was coming at her. He was just trying to be there as a family and friend. Now, Stevi finds out he offered him this and didn't tell her. And you still talking to him, she said? I guess he's letting you know he's not interested, but he do sound like it's an idea for him because more of his culture's there. And without talking to her, I guess you allowing yourself to be persuaded. Maybe he don't want to deal with Stevi knowing because it's going to be I don't want you talking to him no more interview or something.
Right. And that's his only friend right now.
When people be chasing, they don't be needing all that. And I know Mississippi is like slow, but this friend is aggressive.
Nothing happening.
Like the guy got his green card, he's working. What do you mean? What is she doing? He's like, what is his life? She's like, I'm not coming to live with nobody. I'm not coming to live with you. We're too grown for that. His life is with me. His home is with me. So I don't know what this guy Saeed got going on. It's strange to me.
Yes. It's weird behavior.
It's weird.
Of a friend, it's weird behavior.
And then they get Veronica to come out and announce she dating a Persian guy, so we not shocked when she on the next episode of The Other Way. I'm assuming, right? Talking about how you gotta be and you ain't coming between a mom. And Stevie was like, girl, shut up.
Girl, yeah.
Don't try to tell me nothing. This is my husband. We been talking. Then she switched to try to be on Stevie's side. But stay tuned for Veronica. So they all start getting on her about why she won't just admit that she's bisexual. They think she's bisexual. Why won't she just answer him? She kind of like tell a man the truth. Mina is like, yeah, you won't give him a straight answer. Sean goes around the room and asks all the girls who kissed the girl before. They all said they did. Mina said, no, not me, but it looked like she was lying. Joan said, not me, and I never will. I believe Joan. Joan thinks she's lying too. She turns to him and asks him what if she says she is? Is it gonna change everything? She got this guy so confused. He in the back asking Sean. So look, as long as you was with your wife, you had been knowing.
He was like, missing out on something.
Sean wasn't helpful. He was more annoyed that he asked him that, which was a good relatable question. Then he gonna turn it around, culture and age group between y'all, but then I can't talk anyways because I'm older than. So he basically was like, get out of my face. Sean don't want to participate in this. Poor Mahdi. Stevie comes in, erupts, and wonder why the guy stopped talking. She gives him no time alone with the guy. She's one of them, I want the conversation to not happen because
it'd be an awkward,
I just want to be in control. Good job.
She was out of line for that.
She's definitely slept with a girl before. I don't know what her issue is about admitting it. Maybe her dad may have a problem with it. Or his Christian wife. Maybe this is gonna mess up her will. But y'all not gonna find out right now. But y'all know the answer. He's still clueless. He still talks about it with her and asks her, and she ain't telling him. Moving on. Jessica and Wine. They don't say much about them. She still hasn't learned Spanish, and she's got a whole list of excuses. Of course, we'll see Megan on the next episode getting on Wine's nerves, but for right now, that was pretty much it. Sean and Aaliyah. They don't mention much about them on here. Right now, they not having intimacy at all. At all. But Aaliyah want to say their relationship is an 8. Joan say that's a 1. Shekinah say sex is very important in a relationship. Y'all, they got an agreement. That's it. And he want to say it's because this ain't what he wanted. But you married this person knowing they don't want to identify with the tool anymore. Why did you do it?
Right. Why are you continuing to go along with it whenever you said this person that is sitting on the side of you is not the person you fell in love with? You know this person is changing and changing everything, parts and all, but you're still going along with this.
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
So it is like they have some type of agreement. Because where you getting it from?
Out in the street.
Y'all still have like this open relationship. Y'all not sleeping in the same room, same bed. Y'all not intimate. So who are y'all intimate with?
Tell me. I'm moving on. Y'all, that's a using situation. That's an agreement going on. It's giving weird. Whatever they were telling Sean online, I think they were like calling him predator type. They must be. Why would he be in this mood to where he brings up all the people and how they're going to be towards him? I didn't hear anyone say anything, but I'm thinking that's on the lines of it because it gets nasty in the next episode, guys.
Right. Whenever they really get
to them. Let's move on to Mark and Ani and Meg. Of course, Ani is not there, but she is on the projector. They are still together. They were only married for a week, according to Amani. and met. But Ani said, no, it was a whole month we didn't speak together. But they try to beat her to the punch in talking and cut her off. Shekinah said she believe everything Ani say because they lying. And I believe it too. I believe everything Ani say. Now, Matt got his little haircut. Why he wasn't like that on cam, I don't know. Now, if y'all hadn't noticed, Amani has reconstructed her entire face. I believe she regrets it. She brings up her children questioning her about why she changed her face, her nose. She didn't mean to hurt anybody. They looking up to you, girl. Who tries to tell her that? Shekinah or... I don't know.
I think it was Shekinah. I don't know.
Matt say I begged her not to do that. I begged her. Sean say, Matt, what do you think about her new cosmetic surgery? Instead of saying how he looked, how he felt, and what he thought, he said, I begged her not to do it. No, I support her and whatever she doing.
I support her, but whenever Ani had said, she done a lot.
I can't get with it.
Yeah, I told her not to do it.
Honestly, I told her not to do it. I can't get with it. It's too much for me. Yeah. Basically, she ain't attracted to her at all. If she wasn't before, she's not attracted to her at all. Matt, instead of saying he ain't attracted to her, says, I support her in everything she do. Right. But I begged her not to do it. So basically, she said the reason she got this done was because they sat her down, the both of them, and they were telling her she wasn't attractive anymore, or she was too small, too skinny. Her butt was flat, so she felt bullied and pressured. She kind of said to go and get it. She said, why you getting surgery? She said, the difference between us is I'm doing it for me. You doing it for what people think of you. You're pleasing other people. Matt said that is not how that went. And Ani said it's sure not. Now, Amani says she never even slept with Ani yet. But her and Matt still sleep together. He goes and sees her. She's busy focusing, getting the bag. She think about money all the time. She ain't got time to have sex with him. It just sounds like she ain't into the D. She don't want it. Matt up here talking about he tried to help her live her full gay life. And Sarpa's like, bro, are you hypnotized by her? And he's like, explain it, how? And he's like, because this is her fantasy, right? And she's like, this is not a fantasy. This is not something you could turn off and on. Besides, they sleep together more than I do. I ain't even slept with her yet.
But he wants her to live her full
she don't want him.
Bisexual life.
It's like Ani might as well be with him.
The girl ain't even sleeping together.
The girl
He's sleeping with the girl.
There's stuff going on there. It's like the girl's not attracted to her. They don't get along while you up here trying to make it seem like it. She basically says she don't require them to ask her anymore. They've evolved into they can go off on their own. He even goes out to Mexico where she is, and they spend time together, and she doesn't get involved. And she's not jealous at all.
Yeah.
I believe Meg realizes she don't want him. That's why she's not sleeping with him.
But she don't want her either, so what they doing?
He's finna leave.
I don't think he has the balls to leave.
He's really not with her. The other girl pleasing him.
It's gonna be like that. He ain't gonna leave.
This is crazy. What y'all think? Amani, why you did that to your face?
Your face.
She gonna have to go get it redone. She got botched. She didn't even need that.
I didn't really get a full visual on the backside, but it's pretty round there from what I could see. You know,
so basically they just wanted her to eat a couple of more tacos, not go do the surgeries.
Right. But she in turn took that as how she said. That's something mental going on there, girl.
This girl, they got Michael Jackson slide peaks. And boy, they resemble the person.
It's how her nose is in the air, and it's not supposed to be like that.
This you go back to where you at and you put your hands on the surgeon, bro. And feet.
I mean, if she's her weeks in, whatever she said she's in.
And nobody better not talk.
Maybe it has to come down.
Y'all want to hear that? That's what I'm talking about right there. Nobody gonna lie and say it needs to cut the swelling. Y'all ain't gonna have to drop.
About 4 months.
It's gonna have to drop a whole ways down. It's got a lot of dropping to do because that thing is. It look like somebody like you be talking and you walk. It's got to drop a ways.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see.
Guys,
but she gonna do something else. She gonna do something else.
What is going on with this Mad Nani and Amani situation? What do y'all think? Did Amani take the surgeries too far, or that's the surgeon fault? Do she regret it now?
Yeah, she
does.
She
look like it. She looked like
she said she don't even know how to answer her little girls whenever they ask them, "Mommy, why you got your nose?
You can't do that. You the hero right now."
That would break my heart.
Anyways, guys, let us know what y'all think about this tell-all part 1. Hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, and we out.
Peace.